Hey guys, I'm going to be reviewing the first episode in the new season 9 of The Office. Yeah, I know, the second episode came out last week, I think, and just bear with. Okay, it was a very different turn of events from what I expected, and that's not a good thing. I love seeing all the cast back. I love Pam, I love Jim, the dynamic and stuff, and Andy is still the manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company, and I didn't know if he would be because the season 8 is like, oh, who's the manager and all that. This was just like, pff, yeah, manager. Andy's still manager, whatever. Every season premiere there's something cool. Like the season 7 premiere, the music video, that was cool. Season 8 one, though, was awful. The planking, that was so stupid. This one was just about them talking about the summers. It was boring. I completely hated Andy's story. I went camping with my friends and here's a picture. Why do we care? I like Aaron. Their love story is like a good, just like simple thing. Season 8 took a while for them to get together, but now it's just like official and it's good. Dwight's story was stupid. I couldn't even remember what it was. A lot of the stuff in this episode is forgettable. Now Kevin's story, that man's the guy. He's good. It's so hilarious. Jim and Pam's story felt off and like disconnected and disjointed. It just felt strange. It was just weak. They looked like they were arguing and telling each other off while at the same time being nice to each other. It just didn't fit. And the last story we have to pay attention to, yeah, there's a lot, is Kelly's. Now that is quite stupid. I didn't care for that. But I did like how it was told by Toby telling it and like narrating it and explaining what happened. That was a good fit. And then we get the stupid situations that this show always has, but this just did not work. Oh my gosh, like the new lookalikes, the new young people that come in, I think like Clark and Greg or something, they were inventive, but they just didn't go anywhere with that. They just like, oh, guys, you look like Dwight and Jim. And they're like, yeah, guess so. Dwight's was like the best thing in this episode, but it was still pretty bad. Like, he wanted to like show the office up or something, like walking on the treadmill, he always falls, and they're like, ah, stupid Dwight. And then he goes the next step to ride a bicycle, like above in the air, and like just almost fall off. That was comical, but not hilarious. I did enjoy it though, because the viewpoint came from Creed, and his dialogue is pretty good. Overall, this episode was just a big letdown, a disappointment. I am going to maybe go through with watching the rest of the season because it is last season. I've been watching every episode so far. But they needed to just like remind you of Michael Scott. That's why The Office was invented. And since he's gone, they need to just like make some like little talk about like, oh, I miss Michael and all that, but it just didn't, and no, you can't do that. The second episode was better, much better, because it had more things going on, and like I enjoyed some of the situations, like the talk show thing that Clark has, and I would do that with Aaron. I mean, yeah, and watching 127 hours cutting off the alarm, you see that stuff is good. I am looking forward to watching this though. I mean, most of it, I hope. And I hope the finale, I'll review the finale because it'll be like the legit last episode and Steve Carell has to come back for that one.